Just read the craziest FBI statistic, and to be honest, ladies, you're not gonna like it, and gentlemen, you've pretty much been right the whole time. So oftentimes women go, oh, I hate when a guy tells me what to do. Why does my boyfriend not want me to have male friends? Well, because according to the FBI, you have a 400% increased likelihood of being a cheater. As a matter of fact, the likelihood of a woman with male friends cheating is almost 100%. There's almost a 100% likelihood if a woman has male best friends and is adamant about it, that she is bound to cheat on her man. Now that is a crazy stat coming out of the FBI, and I will tell you this, you might as well share this because that is f***ing crazy.
It is the bare minimum. He paid for your food? Great, my dad does that. He said that you were pretty? My mom does that every single day.
And yet you're still on the internet asking for a man to do it, huh? Go give mommy and daddy a call. You said they'll do it. You don't need one of us.
But when a stranger looks at me and goes, hey ma'am, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna go, I'm not a ma'am, I'm not a lady, I'm not a girl.
Let's get all the women and children to safety first, okay? Women and children only, please. Not you. I thought you said you're non-binary, right? That means you're not a woman. Oh, so now you're a woman. Well, what happened when I called you ma'am and you were pretending I wasn't talking to you? Oh, okay. So as soon as the danger alarms are going off, now all of a sudden objective truth matters. Yeah, okay, well, today's your lucky day. I'm going to be affirming your identity right now, okay? So you get to stay behind, okay? But don't worry, all right? We have 83 genders before I call non-binary, so, you know, eventually you'll get out of here. But don't get mad at me. I didn't make the rules. You did.
Anybody else noticing how the mention of war is causing gender ideology and feminism to just, like, basically evaporate? I saw a guy talking about how he's paying close attention to this war because he's wondering if people are going to start getting drafted, and men have to be worried about that, you know, and women in the comments, like feminists, are like, God forbid men have to do their duty. Now it's not toxic masculinity. When it comes to dying on a battlefield, we're all good with that. But any other time, it's this toxic masculinity. Like, now it's God has a design. We are all created differently. Women can't do what men can do. Yeah, I guess when it's going to cost you your life, your ideologies change real quick.
It's because these luxury beliefs can only exist when it's beneficial to them. The second it stops being beneficial, magically, those same beliefs no longer apply.
I used to work with all men, and people would always be like, oh, you must get hit on all the time if you work with all men. But what I had to explain was that actually in settings where it's like 70% men, 30% women, the women get hit on all the time. But in this case, I was literally the only woman on a 20-person team. And in those cases, the men just act like there are no women there and they ignore you. At least that's what I told myself.
They don't want to get fired because you perceived their tone as hostile or harassing. In an environment where a simple conversation can be easily misrepresented, causing them to get fired, it's in their best interest to avoid you unless there are several people present that can help prevent them from being fired in the event of that type of situation occurring.
Women ruled the world, there would be no wars, there would just be a bunch of countries that just don't want to talk to each other.
Queen Mary got the nickname Bloody Mary because she burned over 300 people at the stake, and Queen Elizabeth I had over 750 people executed. And you women today have over 1 million babies executed because you're irresponsible. So don't pretend to try and appear as the more peaceful gender when you're literally murdering babies because you can't keep your legs.
Wait a second, wait.
When you realize only 4 to 6% of airline pilots and 8% of military pilots are women. I agree with her. That is way too much. It should be 0%. Bro, if I get on a plane and I see my pilot is female, I'm like praying, dear Lord Jesus, have mercy on me. If I die today, please don't send me to hell. Like, bro, like...
You think because I'm a girl I can't do this? I know how to drill a screw into a board, okay? And I can do it.
I was trying to be nice.
Well, I can do it. I don't need you to, like... hover over me and everything that I'm
not
doing.
hovering over you.
Yes, you are. You're like watching me and then you're like, oh, she can't do it. Do you need help?
I never said you can't do it. I asked if you wanted my help.
I don't need your help, okay? I can do this, okay? I've been watching you do it 100 times already. Why can't you think I just can't do it? I can do it.
She's doing all that strong, independent girl bossing, yet doesn't know how to swap the drill's direction.
Oh! What the?
Nice.
Why is it smoking?
Hey, what is going on with men? Like, men don't put money to the side to take girls. Single men don't put money to the side for girls no more. You gotta charge that game.
Oh no, men won't give her money for simply existing. There must be something wrong with men.
There's nothing wrong with me. Maybe there's something wrong with the universe.
If I take 25 years out of the workforce to raise 6 of your kids, I have less of a burden.
Yeah.
Going
How do you not have
50-50.
less of a burden?
We
That's
paying 50.
manual labor. What if
Oh,
you're just-
that's manual labor.
What if-
I think that any job you can do in your pajamas can't be that hard.
Truly, if you came
them on
home
iPad.
and your wife was in her pajamas every day, would that not like turn you off or make you feel a certain type of way?
I don't. Here's what most men want as the outcome for their children, who for the most part, by the way, are sent off to public school, and she's not watching them do nothing. Even if she stays at home and she raises them, and on top of raising them, homeschools them, right? And she does that in her pajamas, then that's still the least lazy thing she could be doing in comparison to sending them off to public school. So yeah, when you're talking about the labor added and what they have to do to raise kids, they mostly outsource that anyway.
Outsourcing takes time too.
Oh yeah, they have to wave at the school bus. It's a rough gig. They have
No,
to
but
get
the
up at 6 a.m. to get them on a school
Well,
bus.
do you
It's a
ever
rough
think
gig.
about how much it would cost you to pay a nanny, to pay a house cleaner, to pay a private chef, to pay like all these
And then
individual
let's reverse
jobs?
it. Well, let's just reverse it then. Okay, but what about how much it would cost for you to be able to stay at home all day and do absolutely nothing and have cable television, have trash paid for, have your electric paid for, have all of your utilities, have vacations given to you, have all of that? That also has a high cost, a significant cost associated with it. So as you're thinking about, wait a second, my maid service should be compensated. It's like, well, your living expenses are already compensated. You have to do nothing for
The propaganda did a phenomenal job at convincing them that taking care of their own kids is the hardest job on the planet, even worse and more physically laborious than working on an oil rig or in the mines.
How's the progress going in here? Look at you, huh?
Keep coming in here. Like, I don't need a man. I don't need you. I can do this myself.
Okay, whoa, hold on. Jeez, I was just coming in to check on you here. That's all.
Well, we're doing good.
Whoa, hey, no, go off, bestie. Okay, you're doing great. All right, I was coming in because I'm changing the smoke detectors. I need to borrow a stool. So,
Do you need help with that too?
do you mind if I
Let me
borrow?
get you this tool,
Well, that would
okay?
be. Well, see you later. Okay, best of luck.
All right. How heavy is this?
12 pounds.
It's not bad. Okay. Okay, yeah. Is it right through there?
Yep.
I'm kind of scared. I've never done this before, okay? Oh! What? Oh! Oh! Yes! Oh, yes, start. Yeah. This is kind of fun and hard. This is a workout. Wow.
sweaty.
I feel weak. Am I doing a good job?
You're doing a great job, honey.
I think we should see how you can do it. Okay.
Yesterday I was in a public bathroom, peeing inside of a urinal. And I noticed a stain inside of the urinal. And like any guy, I decided to pee on that stain as to remove it. But as I peed on that stain, I realized that it wasn't a stain at all. It was actually a marker inside of the porcelain of this toilet. And that marker was specifically designed so that guys like me would pee on it. And they do that so that we don't pee elsewhere, creating a mess. But I was upset by this. I was upset because it felt like I was given the illusion of free will and I acted upon it. But in reality, I was compliant to a grand scheme for the benefits of others. And I lashed out. When I found out, I realized, and I just decided I would pee all over the urinal, but it was too late. I had no pee left. And I felt tricked. So as I was leaving, I left the sink running.
If you enjoyed this video, I promise you'll enjoy this next video. I will see you there.